Hello everyone, welcome back to our next part. So today's topic is conservation of resources. Now in the early part, I have already discussed that what are resources, how they are playing a vital role in a process of development, what are the different types of resources, how they are distributed, basically the resource planning, why we need in India, all this we have discussed in earlier part. So if you want to go through, please reach to our early part 1, 2, 3. Now the next part it is about conservation of resources. So we'll start with this topic. What is conservation? First we need to know, and why we need to do a conservation for the resources. Okay, so now conservation means what? The conservation means conserving something. That means preserving something for a future need. So here, what is the future need we need to conserve? That is the resources. So resources, they are playing a very vital role in our developmental process. Whatever the economic activities we do, it is all depend on the resources. Without the resources, we cannot go with any economic activities, and we cannot imagine a process of development in our life, in our society, on this earth. So thus, we need to have a conservation of resources. That means a resource need to be saved so that we can use that resources for further development. The development should not be stopped there in any part of our life. So thus, now why we need to conserve resources, a little idea you got it there. Now resources, they are of different types. In the previous topic, we have talked about that the resources, there are some which can be extinct from the nature, and already many of the resources, they are extinct from nature. Now, if these type of resources, they continuously extinct from the nature, then it will affect the process of development of a human society, because human society, it needs a resource to develop. Now resources are vital for any development. Just now I said that it is a resource which we need to go with the economic development. Of course, economic development, it is related with the social, political, cultural, spiritual development. So, but irrational consumption, we have gone through that. There are a group of people who are accumulating these resources, and thus they become richer and richer day by day, and a group of society, they are becoming poorer and poorer. So it increases the gap between the rich and the poor. There are discrimination in the society on the basis of income level. It is all because of irrational use of resources which is available there in the nature. So there's an overutilization. So we are going with the overutilization. Injudicious way of using a resources leads to the depletion of a resources in its quality and the quantity. So overutilization, say for example, we have taken example that to go with the sustainable development, we need to bring the resources which is not having or lack of resources to a particular region. For example, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab, these are the regions where the water availability is very less. So we need to bring a water availability so that the economical development can be taken place. So for that, the irrigation system have been developed. And due to this irrigation system, what happened? The groundwater level, it is depleting, because excess of use of water is used to grow the crops. Not only the rabi crops, but also the kharif crops, where the water necessity is very high. So this overutilization of resources leads to what? Leads to deplete the ground level water. So this lead to what? Further socio-economic and environmental problems. It will affect. So much use of forest resources, so much cutting of forest resources leads to what? Of course, the environmental problems it is creating. Global warming, this is the main issue, the worldwide issue we are facing with. Climatical changes are taking place because of that. So thus overutilization leads to what? Socio-economic as well as the environmental problems. So to overcome these problems, what we need to do, we need to think about conserving these resources, preserving these resources, keeping in a reserve form so that we can use it for future time, as well as saving it for future generation as well as future development. So thus we have seen that many of the thinkers, they started, the environmentalists, they also started thinking about the conservation of resources because it is directly hitting the environment of our world, or the nature's environment is affected by that. So Gandhi ji, in this regard, he said that, was very opt in voicing his concern about the resources, and he said that there is enough for everybody's need. So regarding the conservation of resources, he said that there is enough for everybody needs. That means the resources in this nature, in this world, on this earth, the resources are huge amount. For everyone to reach that resources, there is availability of resources in the nature. But it is not for anybody's greed, but it is not for a group of people to accumulate it and become richer. It needs to be distributed equally. Every individual should get a chance to assess this resource and go with the process of development. So he placed the greedy and selfish individual, so that group of people who are accumulating these resources for their own benefit, for their selfish interest, for their greedy nature. So what they are doing, they are exploiting the nature to become more richer and richer, to bring more profit economically. So this, other than that, the nature of modern technology, he also pointed that the exploitive nature, not only the human, but the exploitive nature of technology, which is discovered by whom? The human. So it is also root cause for resource depletion at the global level. So he was against mass production. Now this is the most important part of this topic. First, the Gandhiji's quotation. From here the question comes, and the other type of question that is comes from this part, that mass production and wanted to replace it with the production of the masses. So mass production and production of masses, the meaning of this comes there in the form of question. So you have to be very clear with that, that mass production, that means a huge amount of production in a very faster way with the help of technology he is talking about. So a production which is taken place in a huge amount, that is means the mass production, and thus he said that it need to be replaced by whom? The production by masses. That means the production need to be taken by masses, not the mass production, but the production need to be done by the masses, the human. That means not the machines, but the human themselves, they have to manufacture the product, goods, valuable goods. In the ancient time, in the previous, like in early days, we have seen that when technology was not being introduced, at that time the resources were used in a limited form, and then the amount what the person desired to get it, they are getting it. But as the development of technology came to the scenario, we have seen that the process of bringing out the resources from nature, it goes very faster, and thus in a very easy way, when the people gets it, they become greedy to get more and more, and this leads to the excessive utilization of resources. And thus he said that this need to be stopped. How? The production by the masses, not by the technology. So this is what the conservation of resources. So conservation of resources needs what? Judicious use of resource. Way we are using our resources and the way how the depletion of resources are taken place, it need to be stopped. Then only we can conserve the resources. We have to come out from that greediness, the nature that the human have, the greedy nature, that we have to control in that. Then only we can conserve our resources. So thank you for today. Bye-bye.